Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. Geez, that's kind of dark. Oh, better. Okay. Hmm. Then I moved and it got dark again. Well, excuse the lighting. I thought I'd get on here and tell you about a prayer that came true. Well, several actually, all in one. Um, oh, just I don't want to hurt or insult anybody, so just saying it briefly, I had a falling out with both my sons at one point in time, but now both of them are talking to me, and that is a prayer come true after 10 years, and Satan trying to hurt both my kids with everything he could throw at them. My kids won. Um, course, they still need prayers and strength and help from, good people and a lot of love and a lot of understanding. But my prayers are answered and on their way. So um, I thought I'd let you know that although it might have took 30 years or more here, um, it still came true. That's a true story. It's a true situation, and I'm thankful every day for all the things in life that God does give me. Um, but I gotta say, I'm a lot more thankful today. I'm thankful my children are alive at this point for what they've been through. Seriously. Even my daughter in law's had a hell of a really freaky, weird life. And and I'm sure the grandkids will. Oh, well, she was telling me, I asked her if she had heard about that Desmond transgender little boy that dresses in drag and dances in gay bars. And she said that her kids, my grandchildren, granddaughters, have to go to school with a 9-year old boy that wears dresses and girl things. That's disgusting. And I told her, well, if like you or babies or um, an older woman were in the uh, restroom and a tranny come in there. I mean, if a man walks in my restroom, it's going to have a problem with me. I'm definitely going to say something. And if it wants to hit me, well, then I have free reign, right? But I will say something. I have that God given right to urinate in privacy without a man there, so that's the way that goes. This is our world. This is not Satan's world. Then I heard some joker saying that the world's gonna be smited and cursed. All I got to say to you is it already was, and Christ is back to clear that crap up. So, um, you can stick that somewhere, buddy. Totally. And don't you threaten me. You don't threaten me with your hokey gematria bullshit. Oh, did you see the light? Oh, yeah, it seemed like God just cleared up that lighting for you so you could see my eyes once again. Don't you effing threaten me. So, anyway, because I am not afraid of you. I think you know that. And don't piss with my friends either. You aren't going to like the outcome. So, changing your name all the time so your hokey videos come through. If I wouldn't have watched them and not really known who you were, and then I thought, that's got to be him. Yeah, that's him. And it was. Why change your name? Why not use your real name on there? And your face. Why don't you be brave? Did you ever think about that? You can threaten on the other side of that. Come to my house and tell me that God's going to smite this world. You and your gematria bullshit. Excuse me, my friends. You know. Yeah, I'll calm down. Thanks for reminding me. This earth already was smited when Satan was tossed down here. God's taken his electric back. And the evil ones will have no power. Those are the ones that will be smited. Good people out there trying to help other good people have absolutely nothing to worry about. So, um, oh, I'm practicing "Faith of the Heart," the Star Trek Enterprise theme song. Um, that's like totally my theme song, unless it's Greatest American Hero. That's kind of mine too, as far as songs that I love. But it was done in the key of D, and I got to come back and rewrite it for the key of G. So I've been thinking on that, and I'll get it, and then I'll come out and sing it for you. Cause yeah, it's totally a fact. You know, nothing's gonna bend or break me. You know those words. I have faith to believe I can do anything. I have strength of the soul. you know, going where my heart will take me. I can reach any star because I have faith of the heart. But yeah, I'll be back singing that for you. So yeah, I get a little riled up when I have these men over on the other side of this uh recordings here saying that the earth is going to be smited when it already was. It was smited the day they killed Christ. Period. And the revelation is knowing what bloodline did that, where they are, who they are, and what's going to happen to them for doing it. You know, it's not the threat of somebody um, taking all the calendars and putting them together and trying to determine the time of the Bible that we're in, like um, Robin's Hood does, taking the time to read the Bible for everybody and give us his understanding, which totally correlates with mine. So I know what he's saying is truth. I know he's not a vile human being that hates people. I know he's not. He's a strong young man and he's a good one. And I'm sticking to what my heart and what my gut tells me. Seriously, so. And I know if it wasn't true, God would be guiding my soul away from that, just like He does with everybody. If somebody's kind of hokey, God's like, no, change the channel. So let's see what else is going on. Well, it's foggy here today. Our gas truck tried to come up our driveway and he was slipping sideways and almost went into the ditch. So he's going to have to wait till all the ice is off our road. So but we'll be okay. We have wood heat too, so the gas we can just use for heating our water and cooking stuff. And even I have a cooking top on my wood stove, and I have a cook stove oven. So like for desperate times. So um uh yeah, I every time I hear somebody say something bad about good people, I get this cringe inside of myself. And then if somebody says something bad about somebody evil, it's like, yeah, well, whatever, you know. Um And I know since I've been good most of my life that my instincts are right on. Oh, and that was a big thing. That was a huge thing. My son asked me or told me that he forgive me for any mistakes that I've made and asked if I would forgive. And I said I did before and after. LOL, especially with the people I consider body, everybody. There's everyone and there's everybody. The bad bodies, those are the cute ones. Those are the ones that Satan attacks because he's jealous. He hates them for being cute. And you're only cute if you have God in your heart and you're truly good. Then you got this something something little spark of sunshine, literally. And that's the ones that Satan hurts. Then he'll try and make you believe that it was your fault and your idea and nobody will forgive you and it was so bad you'll never recover. That's all bullshit. um I mean, unless you're actually out there trying to harm other people, God forgives everything because he knows Satan had a hand in leading people down the wrong path. So once you're right up on the right path, you don't even have to ask to be forgiven because it's already there. That's the way Christians feel. They're like, or Christian is a term for the spirituality of Christ that is within us, and the word has been abused by the Zionist churches, and there's a lot of people that don't still to this day understand that religions of men are all fake. The church age ended before, well, when Christ was killed, the church age ended. Men as a whole took that upon themselves to rise up against God, and they knew full well what they were doing too. Yeah, they did. So through the generations, they've attacked the bloodline of Christ. And the ones that are, you know who you are. That's for sure. I know you too. So, yeah. But I won't just sit still and have somebody talk smack about a friend of mine and not say nothing. Yeah, buddy. Because I happen to know whenever I've needed a good word and had a sorrowful day, that my friends pull me through and I know who they are and who they are not. I know the people that would write on my channel and pretend that they were somebody they weren't. But your words are empty. They feel empty. They look empty. They sound cruel. They sound, no matter how much you try and sugarcoat your words, there's they don't ring of truth. There's something that's missing. There's a coldness that humans don't have. Real human beings don't have that cold crap going on. Satan puts that there. So you might want to consider who's going to be smited and why. You know? So, especially with poor judgment. If you can't realize who is good and who really isn't, you might be on the wrong team. You know? That's a true situation there. I happen to know Christ isn't just in one man, that many men, mankind, carry that blood and that strength and that love. Not just 3 minutes a day, but every day. Every day with the concern and prayer for other people. So this person that claims to be of Christ gets on there, will never pray for another person, will never give you the word of God aside from a number. I got your number. I told you, and I'll tell you again, Stephen James Duchan, that I was doing gematria and read that gematria book and put my name in it, and it's in there. Look on my Facebook page. There's my maiden name. That's when the gematria began back in the 70s in the Blue Lodge by the Jesuits that were teaching me to battle you. That's why, because it's all fake. Used for taxes, used to get money out of people, used as a craft. And that the true word of God is in the King James Bible, coded through the Webster Dictionary, 1921 edition, which I have sitting here in my room. So, with your code of what you claim to be your book, which was also written by God to expose who you truly are. You're exposing yourself. That's how stupid you are. And yes, I'm calling you stupid. You're acting like an idiot. You have the knowledge of good words in there. You could stop trying to make money off that gematria book and actually talk to people with God in your heart, and people would give you money just for being real like that. And you could sing your karaoke songs, and people would love that stuff. More people than what you have following you now. That are the sad ones that would write crap on my channel. The empty crap or stupid questions. God, I hate stupid people. I really do. I got a thing with dumb shit. I'm not talking about people that were held back and um have a reason to not be able to think straight because Satan's been attacking their butts all their lives. No, not them. Because I'm talking about the ones that caved, the ones that gave in. Yeah. The ones that don't use their real names, that have many channels. Why? And here's a clue: if you want to keep your channels, maybe you want to advertise for YouTube, make some money. Why not? You might as well. Nobody cares anyway. I mean, if they're going to call a good person bad anyway, then who cares? You might as well make some money, even if it's a few dollars a month. Why not? Might as well, people. Go ahead. They won't probably shut you down if you advertise for them, you know. So there's an idea. Why not? Getting treated like crap anyway. Yeah, so anyway, back to my granddaughter's going to school with a little boy that dresses like a girl, and little girls wearing yoga pants so skin tight. It's ridiculous. It is gross. It's very gross that little girls would want to dress like adults and their parents would let them. That's I mean, to me, the grossest thing I've ever seen is a teenage girl with a mother right next to her, like they'll have the muscle shirts on. I got some muscle tees I'll wear around in my yard or whatever, but it's not like I have to wear this because everybody else, way low cut and all this crap hanging out all over the place. But when I see a mother and daughter, say like a 40-year-old mom and a 17-year-old girl with all their crap hanging out all over the place, it repulses me. I'm like, that's the grossest thing I've ever seen in my, maybe some women want to see other women's stuff, and maybe some lewd men do, but a good man never will, and the other woman definitely shouldn't, you know. And just think, if you're one of them women that do dress like that, what are you saying about yourself? Ask yourself that. The only time I think least amount of clothes is acceptable is on a beach. If you look good in your swimsuit, hey, good. There you go. You know. And I mean, like cute things, dressing like a lady, like this with the jewel neck, something like that. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm not showing you. I'm not even insinuating, you know, just the femininity. That's it. Not the whole kit and caboodle, like crap hanging out all over the place. And now guys wearing leggings and stuff, it's like, give me a break, please, God. This crap has got to end soon. you know, my poor granddaughters, these poor kids, I would not, you could not pay me. There's jerks out there that would want to be children again. You could not pay me a gazillion dollars to be a child again. Not even close. Maybe them ones had it where they could they people talk about the innocence of their childhood, or I never saw that. That's way when I was born, I knew this world was messed up. It already had been smited. It was filthy in my eyes. The whole thing seemed weird, really weird, you know. I suppose if I had started out like growing up on a farm or something, I might have been a little more secluded, but the weirdos that raised me, it took me many years to extinguish their voices out of my head, their teachings out of my eyes, and the way they looked and dressed, the whole thing. It's like, oh, please, you know, they, it's like a different mode of dress and a different, like a different face for everybody they met, you know, that type of thing. Like, okay, here, I'll give you a story. My house burned down and I moved in with my folks until, well, I had a little trailer I pulled in on my property. Couldn't afford to buy the neighbor's property and it was lakeshore. So I had to let it go or stay there in a trailer all winter, which I couldn't do. So I ended up moving in with the Masons with my one child then and my ex husband. So, um, this is the type of trash that raised me. So here's just one example. I mean, there's far worse things, but I'm just throwing one that was very painful out at you. So I was down. I made like a little apartment in the basement, their basement, and drywalled it and stuff. My ex and I and made like a kitchen area and a bedroom combination living, like a little apartment down there. And so she come walking down there because the dryer and wash machine was down there. So she come walking down there in her bra and in front of my ex. And this thing has a very large upper body and grotesquely so. And I said, Mom, I said, don't you think you should put some clothes on before you come walking around my family? This is my house and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, oh, you hose bag. She used to go out in our backyard in the city in her bra. And I said something even when I was a little kid. And she said that it was just like a swimsuit top, a black bra. I'm like, no, black lace bra. Them poor women in that neighborhood. I'm serious. She grew up there too. My grandfather's house was right next door. And so they knew her well. And Well, they didn't socialize with her. As a matter of fact, they pretty much hated us all, So now I know why. But that's just one little story of the retarded crap that I was forced to be around until I finally said, take all your money, take all your crap. I took them to court to keep them away from my kids, but they had more money. So they were able to see them again. But for a while, I had a restraining order on the Masons. And I divorced them too. They still would not let me be, no matter what state I moved to. Didn't matter where I was. They would always intervene in my life until I finally just said, I don't care what you say or do. You're not coming in my house. I told them, get the out of here and don't come back. You know. So yeah. Um, so yes, the earth already has been smited, and it's time to clean this crap up. You know, that's a fact. Um, anyway, so today is a rather happy day. I thought I'd get on here and make a video and share that with you. It has been, well, my son's 37 years old and has been tortured since day one. And finally, the grace of God is stronger in their lives than ever before, and that's apparent to me. And hopefully, my youngest one and them well, while the good people in the world, hopefully, they'll become even better and stronger and help each other, you know. So, but yeah, one back to you, SJD. Don't you ever threaten me again. You come here and say that to my face. You want to smite me? You want to rebuke me? I'll show you what rebuke means, you little jerk. You're a half a century old, acting like a child with your number book there, buddy. And I'm going to tell you one more time. I wrote in that book when I was 15 years old. Who the F do you think you are? That's right, you're nobody. You have the same amount of Christ's blood in you that everybody else has. You are not special. You haven't suffered any more than anybody else, and I would wager to say far less. That's a fact. I had little boys that were more polite than you and stronger than you when they were tiny. That's why they got attacked. So that's a fact. And you'll see them rise, like Michael. There's many men out there that will. They'll get sick of the crap and they'll realize who's their friends and who's not their friends. So, I mean, when I get reports from friends of mine saying that they see people through the night casting spells and doing other things because they're intuitive and they're aware because they're older people and they realize what's going on. Well, I have a tendency to believe the good ones, you know. And I know why you don't try and come after me. You know why, too. Because if Satan can't, you surely can't. Because I stand up to that crap. I had somebody ask me, oh, I smoke cigarettes, and what kind of warrior am I? I'm the kind of warrior that was born fighting this crap. That's what kind I am. I'm the kind that's prayed about everybody all over this world all my life, not just recently. That's the kind of warrior I am. And I do love everybody. Even if you don't realize, you will. Cigarettes don't bother me. This EMPs and all their crap, that does not bother me. I've been tortured all my life. Nothing new. What the? I'm strong. Very strong. That's why. They've broke my bones. They gave me a stroke. They gave me Morgellons. They gave me the swine flu. I've had valley fever. I've had death threatening illnesses and recovered. Back of my head got smacked open and healed. We heal from the inside out. That's why I don't let these retards out there trying to hurt everybody bother me. You don't bother me and you don't scare me. What I say to you is bring it on, especially if you want to kill me, because I know my energy is far stronger than anything you have all put together. And it does say somewhere, and I can't quote exactly in the Bible where it says, but the tiniest person with the tiniest body, soul, baby can come up against Satan and say, get away from me. You go, bleep yourself. Go bother somebody else. What I'm saying to you is, Mr. Fake Book Gematria, show your face, say your name, be a real human being, come back as a friend, stop yelling at people or I'll effing yell at you. And I will come after you. And you're not shutting me down off of YouTube or anywhere else. That's a fact. Hide and watch. And I do mean hide, because that's what you do. Um, you can't add to the Bible. It's already been written. And there are people out there with minds, strong minds, that read it with their soul, that know exactly what they know, and probably more than you do. I would venture to say, because I know I do. I know there's things that aren't even spoken about that I know that Stephen James Jashans, all the Hoods, all anybody else are not talking about. So that tells me what? That tells me number one is protecting me, and number two isn't. Get it? Numbers? Yeah. I do know I was trained for these end days. You're not getting rid of me. Unless this whole country, the electric goes down in the whole country, I even can run a ham radio. You won't get rid of me. Ever. And who's going to need a license anyway for one then, right? And did you know that you can make your own transmitters and your own battery? You can make batteries with copper and salt, which I have plenty. And with my own satellite dish, God knows what I could do, right? Because two minds are greater than one anyway. And I got another great mind sitting around this household that people really don't realize, because you just don't realize. Or if you do, you're keeping silent about it, which really doesn't do anybody any good anyway, but it doesn't matter. I think some of you sense it. But, well, I'm gonna let you go. I do have some laundry to do, and um, I was talking to my daughter-in-law on Facebook this morning, and I know she gets lonely too. And she's like me; she's got sisters and a mom. But when you're around stuff that's undesirable, um, who do you have to talk to? You know, so that's the way that is. So, and then I got another. I'm going to say it like it is. Some people need to hear this. You need to know how I feel about everything. I have another granddaughter's mom that thinks only between her legs. Until she stops thinking like that for her child and herself, she's going to have major problems, especially trying to talk to me because I'm not that kind of woman. I never wanted anybody but my husband. So, well, yeah, and I just can't bring myself to look at other men like that, or think like that. I never would even think to think like that. So, and that's a rarity, you know. Even when I had a boyfriend, that would be like, unless I specifically, like one time I was dating a couple guys and I just said, look, um, not, not like, all at the same time, but like going back and forth, like I'll go out with you or I'll go out with you. And they both knew about each other. It's like, I don't care. I'm not marrying you. I'm not playing any games here. I never played like that. But if I gave my heart to somebody and my word and I vowed to be theirs, then nobody can make me turn my head, my heart, my soul. That's why God wants me working for Him because I'm strong like that and I can teach like that. It's just like drugs, just say no. When Satan tries to get at you, um, no, it's not your thought. And don't act on it. Don't own it. Even you, Stephen, don't own that crap. Don't let that vile, crappy creep use you. You're better than that. I know you are. You called me sister? Well, then act like my little brother, damn it. Help people. Don't hurt them. Come on. For real. I'm asking you. You know we talked and you know we can talk. Talk nice. I'll want to listen. Okay, everybody. I love you very much. I do. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. I'll see you later, maybe, or tomorrow for sure. I'll be around. Peace.